Hi there, welcome to the Call to Cinema. We're here to do a short video right here in the movie library, and honestly, because some of you guys requested this and requested that I do more videos over here in the movie library area. One of the things that I was asked recently was, hey, I want to watch some horror films for October the 31st. I want to even watch some franchise films, but I don't want to go back to Halloween or Friday or some of the regular ones again. So I thought what I'd do here is do a quick little video on some of the ones that are out there. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I don't keep up with whether something's gone in print or out of print, but I do know that a lot of these here that I'm going to show you either have are in print with the company that I'm going to show you, or they have other cheaper alternatives for you to pick up. And with that being said, let's start. You can see we're in a little corner of my movie library here where we have a lot of box sets. And I do want to focus on both if you're in North America or if you're outside of North America. Now, obviously, for a large part of my life, I lived in North America. I lived in Canada. And if you are, or you have like some of the, you want to get some very kind of cool stuff, I'm going to recommend two right out of the gate that should seem like givens. But sadly, they're not. And first up is the Rec Quadrology. So I love these films. I don't know if you may have seen the North American versions. That's also a fun watch too, but nothing beats the original. Scream Factory actually did a really great job of putting together this set. And if you haven't picked it up, I strongly recommend it. There's 4 in total. There's Rec, Rec 2, Rec Genesis, and Rec Apocalypse. And they're a lot of fun. Just to show you, like cover-wise, when it comes to this stuff, you got the original right there. I'm gonna keep it familiar. Rec 2. And it gets into kind of cool. I love this cover right here. Look, absolutely love that cover. Some people like aren't big on that movie, but I actually really like it. Yeah, Rec 4 right there. It's a fun franchise. It's only 4 films. You know, they run at a decent clip too. They don't get a. They don't go too. You know, they're not dragged out. The original Rec film, basically, these people end up coming to this apartment building, and crap happens. That's all I'm going to tell you, going as blind as you can. Next up is definitely a more of a fun franchise, and honestly, in a way, yeah, overall, aside from a little bit of nudity, and there's a bunch of violence, but it's overall one you can, at a younger age, I think that that you can watch it. And this is the Critters collection. So again, it is a sci-fi horror film. They have these characters called Krites, and basically think of Gremlins, but like excessively like violent. They get into it, they go into like a ball and they kind of roll across. They have like kind of like spikes, and it's really cool. So there's 2 alien bounty hunters that are coming down. One actually finds his face right away, and because he sees this rock star on TV. The other one has a bit of a harder time finding out what his face is going to be, because you're trying to have a humanoid type face when they get down. That ends up with a lot of jokes throughout this series of films, especially in part 2, when one of them decides to take on the form of a Playboy playmate. I kid you not. I really enjoy this. The features in this set are actually extremely good, and I found all 4 of these films very, very enjoyable. Now, with that being said, let's do something here for if you're not in North America. And I'm going to pick a couple of the kind of different ones. So let's look at, this one is North American too, but I think this is UK release as well. The UK Monster set is definitely a lot of fun. If you've never seen these, again, I always recommend with this stuff, it's it's definitely Japanese folklore, but it's a lot of fun. It's one that my better half picked out. And if you've never seen them, like there's some that are kind of older, and there's one that's kind of was done much newer, because Takeshi Makai. But a lot of fun with that release as well. I would also recommend this one right here, the Cold War Creatures, the Sam Katzman. And I think this has a US-UK release. Sam Katzman was one hell of a producer when it came to this stuff. We got like Creature with Adam Brain, The Werewolf, Zombies of Maritau, and The Giant Clown. And yeah, if you've never checked these films out, they're really good. The featurettes are amazing on this. I had an Arrow edition of like a double feature that I had for review, which was a decent edition, but there's no features. This is the Ultimate Sam Katzman collection. Even if you had like the previous DVD one, you really need to upgrade to this one because this is 100% what you need. Let's try and end this off on a fairly good and fairly strong note with something that you guys are gonna know well. Let's deal with a couple different things. We're gonna put a TV show in there for you. Chiller did the first season of this show, and for a lot of people, the first season is probably one of the best because the actress in it, unfortunately, didn't come back for the other ones because she ended up doing a show called Supergirl. But this is Slasher. It was put out by Screen Factory. This thing is normally out of print, but I find that you can find it a lot of places and like in bins and stuff like that, especially if you go to like, I found this one at a drugstore, at a Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm not sure if this is in print, but I know there are versions of this one in print, and that is the It's Alive Trilogy by Larry Cohen. It is a fantastic series of films. I remember watching these each when they came out. Out on the Alive is one that a lot of people kind of rag on, but it tends to be one of my favorites. I just love the whole aesthetics of these films, the way they are done. And, you know, that is creepy. That is creepy. But it's a very, very interesting series of films. And just enjoy them for fun, kind of like, I'll pick that up for, don't I? Fun, creepy stuff, but I'll do that in a second after the video. And last, but definitely not least, and this one gets ragged on a lot, but I think this is a great set. It was put out by Screen Factory. Screen Factory still does a lot of good stuff. People ragging them, it's put out a lot of good stuff. And I think that recently, they've got their mojo back again. And this is the Omen collection. I was a massive fan of this series when I was a kid. I remember reading the books. I remember reading Revelations because of Omen. I'm not even joking. This has 5 films in here. So there is the original Omen trilogy. There's Omen. There's Damien, Omen 2, and then there's the Final Conflict with Sam Neill. The follows up with the TV film Omen 4: The Awakening, which I think is better than people give it credit for. Man, am I talking fast? I'm talking so fast. I could almost be like doing I could be auctioneering at this point. I do apologize. I will slow down. And last but not least, the Omen remake, which I was not a big fan of. Not because the cast is great. It just seemed a bit off. I'm not sure what it was. So we get Omen right here. Excellent Part 2. This is actually probably my favorite in the franchise. The Final Conflict. This one gets bad rating. One shouldn't. Damien, Omen 4, The Awakening. And the remake. And I should not be like bored or like feeling kind of mad when I got Liv Schreiber, Mia Farrow, Julia Stiles, and David Thewlis in a movie together. So, and even the late Michael Gambon too. So, there you go. Anyway, you asked for a few little kind of recommendations for stuff that you could probably watch over the Halloween months. Some kind of franchise stuff. I'll do some single release recommendations as well. But I'll see you later on here today because I am doing a video on the big Arrow Shocktober sale. See in the background right there. I'm getting ready for it. I'm doing some like editing and stuff for another video for a Friday 13th series that's coming up later this month. If you haven't been watching the Halloween horror timelines, please do. We've had a blast doing those. And one thing that I will say, above all, like, share, subscribe, become a patron, and get ready for the live video that's coming up for the Halloween horror timeline ranking. So we're going to be ranking the timelines. Trust me, it gets a bit heated. And aside from that, we have some Halloween horror challenges that are coming up over the month. There's a whole bunch of other videos. There's some surprises. There's a horror draft coming, horror franchise draft. That's going to be a lot of fun. So much stuff that's getting done. I'm going to be working. I'm trying to work now with Cinema Dave to do a video, hopefully in the very, very near future, because I absolutely adore that guy's channel. I want to get Ryan from Disconnected on here, and we're going to be going all out this over the next like month or so, and I'm traveling as well. You're going to be seeing me in two different locations, two different continents. So get ready for that. See you next time, right here in the Call to Cinema. Have a great day and happy Halloween.